It's good, gang.
All right, we're back.
So we have another tier list. This time it is NFL offenses, if you couldn't tell by the title. But so yeah, we're just ranking teams' offenses. We have a total of five category tiers. Um, elite, good, decent, meh, and trash.
So do you want to start from the bottom up or go from the top down? Definitely bottom up.
I say we just start with the Bears.
Oh, just go.
Just
Oh, yeah. All right, all right.
go down the list.
Good idea. All right,
The
the Bears.
Bears, this is actually a tough one. I'm looking at like decent, maybe.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would say decent. And we're gonna do this for like the 2021 season. So I'd say because you got Monty, who's good, Allen Robinson, who's good, and then Fields, who.
Yeah, Montgomery is underrated for sure.
So I'd say Bears are decent.
Yeah.
All right.
Buccaneers, yeah, elite.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even accept any slander on that one. They clicked like middle of the season and they're dirty now.
Yeah, and in the playoffs, you got your offense plus playoff Lenny. That's pretty dirty.
Yeah, they're even better in the play. All right, Falcons are kind of a controversial one.
Matt or trash?
I would say meh.
Matt. Yeah, because they got Matt Ryan can still do his thing. We got Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley. I'm not a Mike Davis guy, but
I like Mike Davis. He went to South Carolina, but
well, I mean, he seems like decent dude. I just don't think he's an incredible football player.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
I think last season when CMC went down, he had the same thing going for him as James Conner did in 2018 or whatever, the element of surprise.
people just didn't know about him. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't really broken out since till he was 28 years old. He's kind of bad before that, so I mean, it makes sense that people weren't really expecting him to be good, but he was really good last year. So Falcons bring him in, hopefully that to get some of that same production. We'll see how.
Hey, Browns move them to last. We gotta build up the anticipation.
All right. I mean, we all know where the Browns are going. But, all right, Seahawks.
Wait, quickly just here make a new tier above elite for God tier. We'll just put the Browns there quick.
I don't think I can because this is someone else's.
Yeah.
Someone else's.
Um
But you just spoiled it too, so embarrassing.
Dang it.
All right, Seahawks.
Um Seahawks good.
Yeah, I was gonna put them in good too. Russell
Chris
Wilson.
Carson is a fantasy nightmare. I hate having him in fantasy, but he's a pretty good player.
Seahawks were really hot to start the year last year, but then Russell kind of cooled off, and then Chris Carson's good, but he's not great. So they
I
make
mean, that's an annual problem for our generation. But yeah, Russell Wilson is like the Raiders, chokes midseason. Not that he's bad, but he just kind of, cools down a lot.
Yeah, he was letting. I mean, we were let Russ cook was in the beginning of the season, but he stopped chefing up real quick.
Sorry for if you can hear that, the aggressive rain outside.
Yeah,
It is not
it's
pretty.
early. It's early in the morning, so our brains are a little foggy. The rain's
Yeah.
pouring, so I look pale. But we're making what we can do. All right. So I kind of like this start. We got the Lions next, so I feel like we got one of every category to start. Do you agree
Yeah.
with that? Yeah. The Lions are gonna be
Dude,
trash.
actually, no. Jared Goff has so many weapons, there's no way they're trash.
Yeah, like Tyrell Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, they're gonna, man.
They're going to cook.
I do like Swift and Hawkinson's not bad, but that's not gonna be enough. They're gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah, I like
Uh,
Hopkins. But Cowboys, I think they're decent.
I'd say they're better than decent. They were like one of the highest scoring offenses last year before Dak went down.
True, it's just their defense can't do
Right, it's their defense that's trash.
any. It depends if Zeke bounces back, depends how Dak does. I think CD will have a lot of progression. Good.
We'll put them in
Definitely.
good. I think there's an argument for them being elite, but we'll put them in good because they haven't really won many games yet, so they have to kind
If
of
Ben DiNucci starts, put him in God tier, but
yeah, only Ben DiNucci. Dak Prescott's trash. All right.
Washington football team, good.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is team it might surprise some casual fans.
With a quarterback, they have an elite offense, but
It's magic.
Fitzmagic's gonna do his thing, but I mean, with Fitzmagic at quarterback, their weapons are not good enough to put them in a lead considering they have Fitzmagic.
Right. They're goaded. And Gibson's gonna have a monster year too, so
Oh yeah, Gibson is incredible.
all right, Cardinals.
Um the they don't even have Kenyon Drake anymore though, so probably decent. I'm not a Kyler guy, but DeAndre Hopkins is.
I say good. I know that's 4 goods now.
Can't argue that.
Yeah, I think they have the talent. I mean, I'm not a huge Kyler guy either, but they were a pretty good offense last year, and they added some good pieces, I think. And not Kenyon Drake wasn't that good anyway. So
AJ Green they added.
who else? Who's the other receiver? I'm blanking. Rondale Moore, the rookie. They were pretty solid last year as it was.
I'm trying to think of who they drafted.
Rondale Moore, the
Oh yeah.
rookie wide receiver. All right,
Eagles. Okay, next Dolphins.
Where do you actually put the Eagles?
Meh.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd say meh.
You know, they got Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith.
The problem is, like, all right, Rager's a bust.
Jalen really does hurt their offense.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts is unproven. Smith is unproven. Rager's unproven. Miles Sanders is not proven to be a workhorse back.
Rager's not unproven. Rager's a bum.
Yeah, Rager's a straight bum, so I'd say meh at best. But they do have some upside. Like if Smith balls and Hurts balls, which is unlikely, but you never know. All right. Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
Tua is a bust. Don't really have a run game, so yeah, I think meh.
I'd agree. I think they're on the border between meh and decent. Like if Tua plays better than last year, they'd be decent, but because they added Fuller and Waddle, who should make the offense more dynamic. And Gaskin's not terrible, but Tua's not looking great as if you're just going off his rookie year. So.
The Patriots, I mean, they got some weapons. The opposite of Cam is Mac, but Patriots fans, this isn't necessarily a knock on Mac, but I mean, the argument that Mac is 100 times better than Cam, I mean, no, it's not really saying much, man.
Yeah. So what are you thinking?
Probably good. Decent.
Ooh. I don't know about that.
Not good. Decent.
All right.
I'm a big Johnny.
My Wi-Fi's botting out. My Wi-Fi's botting out, so you cut off there. But so you like Jonah? I'll go with you on this one and say
I like Jonnu and Henry.
I personally think they're probably. I think they're on the border between meh and decent. Because I think if Cam's starting, they're meh.
Yeah, but hopefully they can realize quick that Cam is not the answer.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, Trevor Lawrence.
Um, see, it's just Trevor Lawrence doesn't have too much of an offensive line. I don't love his weapons, but for some reason he has two pretty good running backs. Like, why? I mean, yes, it's good to have a 1-2 running punch, but you just got Trevor Lawrence with the first overall pick. You're going to, one, want to protect him, and two, you're going to want to give him someone to throw the ball to. Like, what is he going to have enough? Like, he
Well,
doesn't even have enough time to throw an incompletion with that O line.
the O line's trash, but the running backs are gas. And then you've got, I think, all right, I'll be honest. I think Laviska Shenault, DJ Chark, and Marvin Jones Jr. are actually kind of an underrated wide receiver room. I'm not saying it's good, but like I think with a good quarterback, those guys can actually be okay, like decent targets.
Mm,
And then
yeah,
obviously you have the GOAT, Tim Tebow, at tight end. So that's
yeah.
very helpful, right? So I'd say, and I think Trevor Lawrence is one of the best quarterback prospects we've ever seen. So I'd say, honestly, I'd say decent, but it's up to you.
Well, he was probably the
He is
fourth
improved.
best quarterback. He was the fourth best quarterback this past draft.
Trevor Lawrence was.
Kellen Mond, Trey Lance, Justin Fields.
Well, Sam Eilinger too, so maybe the fifth best quarterback.
True.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm seriously huge on Trey Lance and Justin Fields, but
I'm big
Matt
players.
or I think Matt because they have T Goat.
All right, I'll say meh because of the unprovenness and the fact that I don't think Urban Meyer. I know that you're an Ohio State fan, but I don't think Urban Meyer is going to be very good in the NFL. So I'll go meh. All right,
Urban
school.
Meyer's gonna do just fine. Okay, the Vikings. That is a good offense.
I would agree. That's the definition of a good offense. Like they're not great, but they're better than decent. Jefferson, Cook, Thielen, that's some nasty
Yeah,
weapons.
my
Kirk
fake
is
cried, and now I look weird.
that's nothing new for you. You look weird all the time, so your viewers are used to that. But
Jack Van Mater is speaking facts.
it's great facts. However, spit.
Okay, next we have
The Schittsburg Steelers.
you know, I wanted it to be said, but I wasn't gonna say it. So yeah, thank you, Jack.
Yeah.
Um, meh. Because of Najee, meh.
All right.
You know what? Let's not be biased, annoying Browns fans. We'll give them decent.
Yeah, I think they're I would agree with that. I hate the Steelers, but I think they're decent because I think Najee's a beast, and then their
Their
receivers.
passing game is nothing. They have a washed up Big Ben, and
Yeah.
they have TikTokers as receivers.
Yeah, I hate the receivers as people, but Claypool, I feel like so I hate Claypool as a person, but I feel like he's actually pretty good. Juju's a bum, dude. He can suck it. And then Deontay, I actually like Deontay because he doesn't do TikTok, so he's like the only normal person there. But
Yeah.
their O line's gonna be trash though, and Big Ben is a noodle arm, so decent at best. But
Okay, so here we have Green Bay. Let's give a little scenario for this one. NFC Championship, trash. Anytime else, good or elite?
all right, I would say, assuming that Aaron Rodgers is with the team next year, I would say they're an elite offense.
I mean, at this point, there's no assumption the Packers are still an NFL organization, or no assurance.
What? Yeah. So I
Um,
mean, if Jordan Love is the starter, they're probably trash. Like this is the most polarizing. Like if Aaron Rodgers is there, they're elite, but if Jordan Love is there, they're trash.
fact. Now they're mad with Jordan Love because they got Aaron Jones.
That's the thing though. They have Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams, and that's basically it.
But they got Aaron Rodgers to pack with it.
Right, but if they don't have Aaron Rodgers, then
Yeah, true.
they're actually not that great. But anyway, all right, Raiders. A little timeout here. We've got El Blaze coming into the room. Get El Blaze on.
What'd you say?
Was that Leroy?
No, it
Who
was
was that?
Jesse.
JF Blaze.
So we got next up the Raiders.
We need Jesse to make a celebrity appearance on your.
Yeah.
He knows his stuff. All right, the Raiders.
So if it's, the Raiders before they decide to end their season in week 7, then they're decent, but after week 8, they're kind of meh, but I'll give them decent.
Personally, I think they're meh because, and I'll explain. They have no wide receivers. I mean, Darren Waller, basically a wide receiver. And then Josh Jacobs is overrated. And Derek Carr's meh at best. So I think
Derek Carr's a top 10 QB.
Okay, I'm gonna end the video right here. All right. Good video. Thank you for
Okay, so yeah, Raiders meh.
I'd say meh. And I'm looking at the teams in the decent category. I think all 3 of those will have a better offense than the Raiders. So
yes.
All right. W.
Good. I don't know if you can call them elite. All they have is Josh Allen and Diggs.
That is true, but they were gassed last year. Cole Beasley did play really well for them last year.
Yeah, true. Yeah, even when Stephon Diggs was busy flossing on the sideline, not weird Fortnite dance, dental hygiene flossing.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Beasley was pretty productive.
Yeah, they are on the border between good and elite, but I'm a big Bills fan. I'm gonna give them elite for this one.
Yeah.
All right. The Ravens, the Ratbirds.
The Baltimore Raisins.
Mm-hmm.
Decent until they get a passing game. See, Lamar Jackson physically can throw the ball, just he doesn't.
Yeah, and he's not very accurate when he does.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably say they're a good offense, but we can put them in decent.
Good, decent, it's tough, but
we'll leave them in decent.
I think they're better than the Steelers, so good.
Yeah, I think they're better than any of those teams, so I would agree.
Yeah.
All right, the Saints.
If famous Jameis is starting, they're good or elite. If Taysom Hill is starting, they're a fumble factory.
I love Jameis. Don't get me wrong, I do. But I have some worries about this offense. I don't know. Michael Thomas did not have a good year last year. I know he's injured.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Jameis is just so unproven. I'd say borderline good and decent.
They're better than all 3 decent, so I say good. And I think they're better than the Ravens, so they have to be good if the Ravens are good.
All right. Titans.
Elite.
Simple. Okay. I'd agree
top
with that.
10 QB, best running back, 2 top 15, arguably 2 top 10 wide receivers.
A pretty solid line, yeah.
I think losing Johnny, they lost a lot more than some think, though.
I would agree. I think they lost more than they realized there because I don't think Firsker is going to be very good. But I like the call on elite. I think this offense has been so efficient and so good for a while, but I'd agree. I think they're pretty good. I do think they are. I think they're kind of stoppable when Derrick Henry gets shut down, but with
Yeah.
Julio Jones now, you don't know. Maybe they'll be able to fix that. So
Yeah. Giants, meh. Simple as that.
yeah, I'd
I
agree.
don't care if Saquon goes ballistic. They're meh.
Yeah, that's they're. I mean, unless Daniel
Especially because
Jones,
I don't think Saquon will go ballistic.
right? Because their offensive line is maybe the worst in the league. All right, the Colts, your team, baby.
You know, Jonathan Taylor is a very good running back, but other than Pittman, I worry about the offensive receiving weapons.
I would agree.
Wentz, I mean, he's really unproven. Like, he proved himself and then he deproved himself, so he's got some to prove.
So you thinking meh or decent?
Decent. He's better than every Met team, and he's as good as every decent team.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They're probably
Or
better than the best.
they are.
All right, the
The
Broncos.
Broncos, assuming they have Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater, but if they, get Deshaun, who nobody really knows what's going on with Deshaun, if they get Aaron Rodgers, then they really could be pretty solid. I like Judy. They have Melgore and Lindsey.
And Javante Williams. No, Lindsey's on the Texans now. They got Javante Williams.
Okay, they have Melgore.
Disrespectful. I'd say they are honestly trash with Drew Lock, but if they had an even semi-capable quarterback, they'd probably be decent or good.
Like Two Glove Teddy.
Two Glove Teddy's trash too.
Yeah, so trash.
I'm gonna give. Ah, man, they do have
The
good.
Lions need some company. Oh no, the Jets are coming up. We can put
Yeah,
them in.
we'll give them in
The
meh
Lions are gonna get company.
because
Oh, and I also see the Texans.
All right, I don't even need to. We don't even need to talk about this one.
Okay, moving on. Chargers. Good.
Yep, Herbert's the real deal, I think, and yeah,
Sherbert.
Herbert.
I'm a Sherbert guy.
Hopefully he takes another step up though, and I think Anthony Lynn leaving town is a good move. So
The Chiefs, meh.
actually, I was thinking trash, but
Yeah. See, I don't know if they're elite. Okay, Bengals.
all right, we're not even gonna speak on it. All right, I think bold take, but I think the Bengals could be a good offense this year.
Decent for now. They're unproven.
They are unproven. They're very unproven. So I'm okay with that. I'll put them in decent, but I think they definitely could be good.
Oh, look, more company for the Lions and Jets.
There needs to be a tier below the Lions and Jets. This team is going to be so bad this year.
Yeah. Let's do the 49ers. With Jimmy G, they're nothing. With Trey Lance, we need a couple tiers above elite.
Like up here. But I think they're good.
Yeah.
We can't put him in the elite because Trey Lance is not proven yet, but I think he's the real deal. And I think he'll start, honestly, week 1. And then their weapons are disgusting. So the Rams with Matty Stafford.
Elite.
We'll take. You think they're elite?
Interesting running back situation, but, Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, Gerald Everett.
No, he's on the Seahawks now.
Oh.
Tyler Higbee.
So, yeah, I think good is,
I think
decent.
We don't know how the Matthew Stafford experiment is going to work yet. And Cam Akers is still unproven. So
Yeah.
Doing good. The Panthers, the third.
The Panthers. Feel like, they got Darnold. So I think he'll have a breakout year, but not quite the breakout they're gonna need. They're considering the Colts and Bengals are indecent. They're definitely meh.
I mean, you got CMC. You
True.
got
Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore.
They drafted Terrace Marshall. I think their coaching is really good.
Yeah, so put them in decent, I think.
I think they're decent. I would agree. I think they're better than I think they could be better. I'll say could be better than the Patriots and Colts. But we'll see. And then last here.
Not better than the Colts. So elite.
Don't even have us. They have a bust and an old guy as their receiver. Literally. Trigger. All right. I'm only joking. He's only kind of a bust.
Okay. Elite.
Yeah. And there, if we had a tier higher, the Browns would be in God tier. But yeah, I think that list looks pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah.
Anything you'd change?
I'd change your hairline. Oh!